In Hinduism, there are so many scriptures that we can study. In Hinduism, there are so many different texts and so many different authors writing commentaries on all the various scriptures. In Hinduism, everyone tries in their own humble way to explain about the truth, to explain about the divinity, to explain about the various avatars and manifestation of our Lord and Divine Mother. In Hinduism, all the different scriptures, whether it is the Puranas, whether it is the Prakaran Granthas, whether it is the Upanishad, whether it is the Vedas, whatever it is, my friends, or even the Mahabharata or the Bhagavad Gita, it all brings our attention to one place. It all brings our attention to one thing. It all brings our attention to one goal. So whatever it is, the goal remains the same. You have 10 different teachers teaching mathematics. You have 10 different teachers explaining algebra. You have physics teacher teaching physics. You have the chemistry teacher teaching chemistry, my friends. The goal of every teacher is one thing. The 10 different teachers teaching the mathematics, when they do addition, or they do subtraction, or they do multiplication, or they do division, or they do algebra, the ultimate answer, the final answer would and definitely be the same. So all the teachers might have a different way in explaining. Like some people say, this teacher is good and that teacher is not good. Or this teacher is better than that one, and you compare teachers. You see, all the teachers are good. All the teachers, my friends, they teach with love, they teach with their heart, they teach with dedication. But some have a different way of explaining. And so, some children will gravitate towards some teacher and they will understand better. Some children will gravitate towards another teacher and that teacher will catch their mind. And you see, the point is, the greatness is not in the teacher or the textbook. The greatness is in both the teacher and the student who are able to connect with each other and understand the subject matter in a very relaxed, in a very, understanding manner. So therefore, the point we are making is, the textbook may not be great or greater than any other textbook. The teacher may not be greater than any other teacher. All of them are great. All the textbooks have information. But the children and the students might be able to grasp something in a better way from certain texts. Like some people, they will love Hanuman Baba. And they will say, Baba, today's Tuesday, and you didn't sing Hanuman Chalisa today. And they know, because they wanted to connect with the Hanuman Chalisa, then they will say, you know what? I feel disappointed you did not sing the Hanuman Chalisa. And then some will say, well, it's a Devi Yagya. That's the reason why Baba skipped the Hanuman Chalisa and he went into the Aparajita Stotram and he sang the... So those who came and thinking about Devi Ma and Devi Yagya, they would have connected with the Devi aspect and the chanting of the Aparajita Stotram. So everybody, my friend, my point is, everybody have a different feeling. Everybody has a different emotion. Everybody has a different way of thinking. Everybody have a unique way, a unique lifestyle that may not be, to our liking or maybe to our liking. But you see, my friends, every individual is different. And so too, every scripture is different. But the goal and the answer must come to one thing. And what is the answer? What is the goal? Whether you do Ramayana Yagya, you do Devi Yagya, you do Shiv Puran Yagya, you do Bhagavad Gita Yagya, do Mahabharata Yagya, the goal, the ultimate result, supposed to be one thing. And what is that, my friends? That is, it depends. It depends on you. Everybody will feel something different, and everybody will experience something different, my friends. The person who is a karma yogi, the person who loves to do seva and karma, will come and listen to the same katha, and they now will take the katha and they will apply it in their activities, in their active life, in the karma way of life. The person who, they sit down in the chair and they think of the Divine Mother and they shed tears of bhakti and tears of devotion, and their heart is melting with love, and they will feel that bhakti and they will feel that devotion, and they would leave here and not even think about karma. They will leave fulfilled like the karma yogi. They are the bhakti yogi, and they will now feel fulfilled inside. Mentally, their bhakti would have been touched. And then you have the person who comes also, and that person wants some gyan. So then gyan is what? Gyan is knowledge. And some people will experience gyan. Some will experience knowledge from the yajna. So that's why when the Vyas is doing his discourse, he has to put some karma in it, he has to put some bhakti in it, and he has to put some gyan in it, because these are the three streams, the three eternal streams that are flowing from the altar of Sanatana Dharma or Hinduism. My friends, these three eternal streams are Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. Gyan, Bhakti and Vairagya. Gyan means knowledge, Bhakti means devotion, and Vairagya means that knowledge that we have gained helps us to develop what is called as Vairagya. I want you all to remember these three things: Gyan, Bhakti and Vairagya. Gyan is knowledge, Bhakti is devotion, and Vairagya means the ability to detach yourself, to disconnect yourself from the things and the beings of this world at any point in time in your life. Disconnect yourself. That's Vairagya. In other words, giving up. So Gyan, Bhakti and Vairagya. In the Puranas, these three sisters, Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati, represent. So Ganga represents Gyan, Saraswati represents knowledge, and Yamuna Devi represents Vairagya. These three sisters, these three Devis, lived in the Vaikuntha. They lived in the heavenly region. And then, my friends, one day a little fight took place between the three sisters. I will not go into the details of the little quarrel and fight the three sisters had. And you all might be thinking, oh, Baba, that started solo? Sisters fighting? You sisters fight? All the time? How come she said yes and you said no? Siblings always have the little thing until they become grown up, When they're small, they pick on each other. When they grow up, oh, Bhagwan, they love each other like crazy. In some cases. So Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati had a little misunderstanding. And friends, they receive a shrap that they will be born on the earth. They will come down on the earth. And they will be born as rivers. And Ganga Devi came down in the form of this Ganga, the celestial stream. Yamuna also came. Saraswati also came. And they left Vaikuntha and came down on the earth, and they flowed in different parts of India, but they met, the three of them met once again at one place in Prayag called as, that place is called as Prayag. And the three sisters coming from three different directions, and imagine three rivers coming from three different directions, and they meet at one point, and the three sisters, they hug each other, and they embrace each other. The Ganga water is bluish in color. The Yamuna water is brownish in color. And the Saraswati water is crystal clear. And she is flowing under the two, but they all met. And that place is called Prayag. Friends, there in Prayag, it is said, the Ramayana Katha is going on, what you call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, since the beginning of Ramayana. Tulsidas is speaking to, Lord Shiva is speaking to Uma Parvati Devi. So you will hear sometimes in the Ramayana, you will read and you will see Bhagwan Shivji कहते हैं, Bhagwan Shiva, and he's always speaking to Parvati. Then you will see Yagyavalk to Bharadwaj, or Bharadwaj to Yagyavalk to Bharadwaj. And then you will see Tulsidas ji to the saints and sages. And then you will see, who again? Who is speaking in the Ramayana again? Kag Bhushandaji is speaking to Garur. Thank you, Papa. So Lord Shiva to Parvati, Kag Bhushandaji to Garur, Tulsidas ji to the saints and sages. And the topic remains, my friends, 4 different topics, same Ramayana. 4 different topics, same Ramayana. That's why it is said in the Ramayana, you know, Gavat Brahma Dika Muni Narada Valmika Jnana Vicharada Sukha Sanakadi Sesha Parusharada Varani Pavana Sutta Kiratani Ki. Then next verse says Gavat Veda Puranaya Ashtadasa Shahamu Shastra Sabagrantan Korasa Charahu Veda Purana. So in the Ramayana itself, Charahu Veda, the 4 Vedas are there. Charahu Veda Purana, all the Puranas are there. Ashtadasa. Chahahu Shastra Sabagrantana Korasa. All the sacred scriptures are mentioned in the Ramayana. My friends, when Tulsidas ji writes, when Kag Bhushandaji speaks to Garur, when Tulsidas ji speaks to the saints and sages, when Lord Shiva speaks to Parvati Devi. Imagine Parvati Devi is the mother of this universe. She is Durga Devi, who is the Shakti of Bhagwan Shiva. She knows everything. Why would Lord Shiva speak to her? Why would Lord Shiva speak to her on the Ramayana? She knows it all. So that you and I can benefit. So that you and I, my friends, can take the subject matter, whatever it is, that appeals to you, and you apply it in your life, my friends. And this is very important. So I don't want anybody to feel confused and say, you know, sometimes one person explains like this, and the other one explains like that, and somebody do like this, and somebody do like that, and it's different. And you see, the whole point about it is different speakers will do different things on different topics, explaining as far as their knowledge is concerned. And so, my friends, the Devi Puran, or the Devi, Durga Devi Chalisa, or the Devi Suktam, or any things that glorify the Devi Ma, my friends, the topic may change, but the subject matter remains the same. The answer is the same. And spiritually, the answer that you and I want, and the answer that we need, is spiritual development. That's all we want. I want to wish tonight, my friends, as we commence this yajna, I want to wish that we all be blessed with Gyan. That we all be blessed with knowledge, Bhaiya. There is nothing in this world that is greater than knowledge. There is nothing in this world that is greater than bhakti, pure devotion. There is nothing in this world that is performing an action selflessly, that it becomes karma yoga. When we tread the sacred path in this way, we become uplifted and we become motivated and we become blessed. This is the purpose of life. This is the purpose of our existence. And this is why one of the verses in the Devi Chalisa or Durga Chalisa says, so, tum sansar shakti laya kinha palana hetu anna danadinha. O mother, you are Tuma Sansara Shakti Laikinha, which means that you are the creative energy of this universe. Friends, where in this world you will not find energy? Can anyone tell me where in this world you will not find energy? It have any place in this universe that doesn't have energy? The Chalisa, the Devi Chalisa is saying, Tuma sansar shakti layakina. Ma, you are the Shakti. You are the energy of this universe. Friends, look at this finger. See it moving? You know what is causing that finger to move? Shakti. Shakti is causing that finger to move. You see my eyes winking? See my eye winking? 1 or 2? 1. I'll give you another sweet eye. One eye is winking. So I can wink this one, I can wink this one, or I can wink both of them together. Friends, the eyes are moving because of Shakti. Energy. This is also at the external level. What about the internal level? Feel your heart. Is the heart beating? Duh. The heart is beating. If the heart is beating, then the blood is pumping. If the blood is pumping, thank you, Jai Shri Ram. I was about to fry. Good, perfect. If the heart is beating, then the blood is flowing. Then every cell in the body is multiplying. Every cell in the body has Shakti. Devotees of God, devotees of Hinduism, Sanatanists, always understand, friends, that Hinduism is not just a religion. It also teaches us the science of life. And if that Divine Mother is considered to be Shakti, and she is energy, and she is the energy and the power of the entire universe, that means what? That means, my friends, every cell in our body has Shakti, and every cell in the body is Devi Ma. But you just can't say it. I just can't come here and say it because I see it in the scriptures. You have to feel it. You have to connect with it. You have to, my friends, experience that Shakti. Ma, you are the energy in my life. You are the Shakti. Your blessing is causing the blood to flow. Your blessing is causing the cells to multiply. Your blessing is causing the healing in my body. Your blessing is causing this what you call the cleansing of the body. Ma, your Shakti is everywhere in my body, but your Shakti is also in my mind. Your Shakti is also in my mind, O Devi Mother. So when the Devi Chalisa says that, O Devi Mother, Tuma Sansar Shakti Laikinha, you are the creative energy or the power of this universe. Ma, you are the creative energy and power of this universe. Friends, anytime you sit down and you become creative with your thoughts and your ideas, it's not yours. It's Devi Ma. She is the creative energy in us. She is the one creating thoughts. She is the one creating ideas. She is the one creating goals. She is the one creating dreams. She is the one creating all these different aspects of our lives. And so, what we have to do, we have to identify with her. We have to identify with that creative energy. Not let a single day pass by without tapping into your creative energy, my friends. Creativity starts from within. And so, Tuma Sansara Shakti Laikinha. Ma, you being that what you call creative energy, please bless and please protect me. Please guide me in this way, O Divine Mother. For I seek that creation, that blessing of yours in terms of creativity and what you call divinity. And therefore, Ma, may your blessing always manifest through me in this way. Palana Hetu Anna Danadinha. She also Palana Hetu Anna Danadinha. What that means? Palana Hetu. Palan means I bow to you. Palan means I surrender to you, Ma. Palan means I submit myself to you, O Devi Durga. O Jagadamba, Ma. Anna Danadinha. You also, Annapurna Devi, you grant food unto your devotees, you grant food unto your children. You bless us with food. Today I traveled on American airline back home. And American airline, every single thing you have to pay for. If you want water, then they'll give you. But if it comes to food, you have to pay for it. And imagine them gave me free food today. I sat down, a flight attendant passing, food for sale, food for sale. So I said, you have anything vegetarian? She said, yes, we do. And she gave me a little menu and she told me, look, go through the menu and see what you get vegetarian. So I saw something. So I said, this is completely vegetarian, 100%? She said, yes, 100%. I said, okay, give me that. So I took it and I took out my wallet to pay. She said, no, that's for you, sir. I said, I don't have to pay? She said, no. I said, really? She said, I'm serious, that's for you. Enjoy. I put my hand together and I said, Om Brahmar Panam Brahmahavihi Brahmagno Brahmanautam. Because you don't get free food there. How come I get that? Who caused that to happen? Out of a full aircraft, I the only person get free food. How come? Baba, how? I tell you something, friends. Maybe if she knew probably I was a Pundit, she would have said, you're a Pundit and I'm giving you this. Or maybe, you are this and you are that, whatever. But she knew nothing about me. And she just decided, that's yours. Immediately, we thank the Lord because Palana hetu annadanadina. Ma, thank you for the food. Thank you for the food that we partake of, because nothing we get is really free. We have worked for it in some way or the other, but it always comes back to us. So she gives us food. She gives us things like this. Palana hetu annadanadina. She is the one who makes sure that we do not go hungry. All the mothers and sisters and daughters and wives who are here tonight, in other words, all the females who are here, I want you to understand your worth. I want you to understand your value. And I want you to understand your divinity in the home, in society, in the country, and by extension, the world. A woman is one of the greatest blessings that can ever happen to anyone. I want you all, ladies, to know that. A woman is one of the greatest blessings that can happen to anyone, my friends. And the first woman in our lives is our mother. You see, the one who brought us in this world, that mother, friends, her Shakti and blessing is everywhere, all over us. The second woman in our life is who? Our sisters. And the third, the Lakshmi that came into our lives on the day when we got married. And the fourth, our beloved daughter or daughters. This is how the Divine Mother manifests in our lives. And I tell you something, friends. When we worship them and we honor them and we bless them, the home will always prosper. The home will be happy. The home will always have food. And the home will always be a happy place. Here it is said, Palana hetu annadanadina. Ma, you manifest not only by giving us food, but you also, Ma, serve that food to us. Your grace and guidance will always be part of our lives, O Devi Ma. And therefore, Palana hetu annadanadina. It is also said, very important, every woman who shows courage, mothers, sisters, daughters, and wives. There are times in your life when you have to show courage. You have to allow courage to manifest through you. In that way, when you show courage and courage manifests through you, you become Mother Durga. You become Mother Durga. There are situations in your life when you feel, when people will want to take advantage of you, when you will be taken advantage of, sometimes physically. Sometimes you are taken what you call advantage of emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. Ladies, mothers, sisters and daughters, when you show courage and you awaken the courage in you, you become Mother Durga. You don't just pray to Mother Durga, you become Mother Durga. And I tell you something, when you become Mother Durga, friends, no one comes close to you. Anyone who comes close to you with negative intention, they are destroying themselves. Not that you are destroying them, they are destroying themselves. Mothers, Palana hetu annadana dinha. It is not just she is giving us food, she is giving us courage. And it is said here, every woman who awakens transformation within herself, every woman who awakens transformation within herself, that woman becomes Mother Kali. Mother Kali is transformation. Mother Kali is transformation. Friends, Mother Kali is not killing. Mother Kali is not sacrifice. Mother Kali with her tongue outside is not to be scared of. Mother Kali with all the, what you call, the head of the mala of skulls. Like this mala has about probably 50 flowers. Around the neck of Mother Kali, she has 50 skulls. Or 108 skulls. Or more skulls. She made a mala with all the skulls of Rakta Bij. Rakta means passion. Bij means a seed. And when the seed of passion, my friends, is out of control, you know what happens? It keeps on multiplying. The seed of passion will keep on multiplying. And when the seed of passion continues to multiply with evil intention, it becomes the cause of destruction. And that is when Mother Kali comes. That is when the divine Mother Kali comes. And she transforms the world. She transforms the universe. Ladies and mothers and sisters and daughters and wives, invoke Mother Kali in the form of transformation. You are the one to transform your home. Mothers and sisters and daughters, you are the one to transform society. You are the one to transform the communities. You are the one to transform the world. That's why, when you read in the Gita, the Bhagavad Gita, the first chapter, it actually comes in the Mahabharata. It says, when a woman loses her honor, when a woman is disrespected, etc., 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 then the home falls apart, the community falls apart, the nation falls apart, and the world falls apart when a woman is disrespected and dishonored. Girls, I want to tell you something. If I disrespect you, that is okay. If anybody disrespects you, that is okay. Well, I should not say it is okay. It is bad. But you know what is worse? When you don't have respect for yourself. That is worse. Because, my friends, Mother Kali represents transformation. And she comes to transform. When she killed the demon Rakta Bij and she started putting the skulls around her neck. And that means, you know what? I can go into details or the philosophy of it. Where each Rakta means passion, we said. Bij means a seed. And this demon, Rakta Bij, he had a vardhan. He had a blessing. And you know what was the blessing? If one drop of his blood touched the earth, he will multiply. Like what is called today science as cloning. Cloning started thousands of years ago, Now the scientists taking credit for it. What is amazing now in science? In medical science, they can take a seed from the father, they can take a seed or an egg from the mother, fertilize it on the outside, and then put it in another person. And that person can give birth to the baby. So, the seed from the father, the egg from the mother, two different people coming together, fertilized outside of the womb, and then they take the fertilized egg and put it into another female person, and she gives birth to the child. That happened thousands of years ago when Bhagwan Krishna, before he came into this world. That process happened. When Balram was transferred from the womb of Devaki to the second queen of Vasudev, and she gave birth to the child. But coming back to a very important point, science today, my friends, is claiming that they have achieved success in certain what you call scientific experiments. But these things are mentioned in the Hindu scriptures thousands of years before now. So therefore, mothers, sisters, daughters, and females, when you awaken courage within you, you become Mother Kali, and you are the one, transformation. You are the one that transform the home. I want you all to look at something. God forbid, and I say it again, God forbid. If a father is misbehaving and the mother is strong, she will keep the family together. True or false? If the father is misbehaving and the mother is strong, she will keep the family together. If a mother is misbehaving and the father is strong, can he keep the family together? Yes or no? Well, look at earlier. Why not? Why not? No, some fathers are there and they do a good job. They do a really good job in keeping the family together. But, inverted commas, not as a mother. Something goes missing. Something feels missing. Even though the father tries hard and he does a good job, etc., when a mother holds it together, friends, she holds it. Mothers, females, this is who you are. You are the Kali to cause the transformation in the home. But when that mother or sister or daughter lose it, then everything falls. My friends. So, Palana Hetu does not only mean she gives us food, she gives us courage, she gives us transformation. It is said also, every woman who awakens devotion within herself, that woman becomes Mother Parvati. She becomes Mother Parvati. Every woman who awakens love in her heart and she looks after her children and she nurtures them, that woman becomes Annapurna Devi. And this is what it says in the third line. Annapurna hoi jag ke pala, tum hi adi sundari bala. Annapurna, O Devi Ma, you become Annapurna. Every mouthful of food your mother gave you, she was Annapurna Devi. Friends, the Divine Mother is not far away. Divine Mother is not far away. It all comes back to us. Our culture is, when we get up in the morning, one of the first things that we do, we bow to our mother and father. That is to remind us, my God is not far away. Now in the modern society and in modern culture, we think we only bow to our parents on the day when we have puja. And that too, when we have puja, we touch the belly or the knee. And we don't do it properly. Once a year, that's supposed to be done every single day, or every time you meet your father, or every time you meet your mother, on a daily basis. Why? Is it that, okay, my dad sit down there, I go and bow to him, and then I pass back, I bow again. You say, pagal ho gaya kya? You go on mad, son? Once a day. And it must be done. Every woman who awakens. Now this one is very sweet, I find. Very, very sweet. Every woman who awakens Shiva in her, who does she become? Mothers and sisters and daughters, when you sit down and you close your eyes and you think of Lord Shiva, what do you become? You become Mother Parvati. Just close your eyes and sit down and think of Lord Shiva, and immediately you become Mother Parvati. And the moment you become Mother Parvati, Lord Shiva will never leave you. I promise you. Bhagwan Shiva will forever protect you. And friends, all this comes back to wanting the power of the mind. All of this comes back to how we use this mind of ours. All that we are speaking about tonight, friends, can be experienced, but at the level of the mind. And this is why it is said in this bhajan, Tora man darpan kahlai. The mind is like a reflection in a mirror. Man hi devata. The mind itself is Bhagwan. The mind itself is Devi Ma. Man hi Ishwar. Man se barana koi. The Lord and Divine Mother is in the mind only, my friends. And you see, when we are able to invoke that in our mind, you know, our culture here is very, very sweet and very beautiful. At the Diwali Nagar, every night they had Ram Leela going on top of the building. But on the first day, when we were there to do the opening, we had to go and put up the Jandi. And then from the Jandi, we come to the front where Mahalakshmi Devi was, the big Mahalakshmi Murti. And then you will see Sri Ram and Lakshman and a few of the characters in the Ramayana. They will be standing there and doing Maha-arati to Mahalakshmi Devi. On the first day, the person who was acting as Sri Ram, when I looked at him, every pore on my body stood on its end. And tears started flowing from my eyes. When I looked at him, the manner in which he held the bow and arrow, and the manner in which he was doing arati, and then he offered the weapons, etc. to Devi Ma, and then we had to follow him to the main stage, and then they came on the stage. So I thought, okay, well, that probably, doing arati and stuff, maybe that's why the tears came. But then we went on the main stage, and after the opening, and then they came to act a scene on the stage, and here is him again. The Ram came out on the stage, and Sita coming from one side, and the scene was where they were in the Janakpur, and Sri Ram was there in the garden, and Sita Devi came out that morning to pick flowers to go and worship Gauri Ma, and they would see each other for the first time. And again when Sri Ram came and I looked at him, I felt emotional. So I sat down there, and I hope nobody was seeing that I was crying. So I was wiping my tears very quietly. But the moment I saw him, I felt that power of Sri Ram. And I asked myself the question. I remember one thing my Guruji said. Sri Abhedanand, my Swamiji always said, be very attentive. I want you all to remember this. Because that night I remembered it. Swamiji said, when someone dresses like Bhagwan Krishna, or someone dresses like Sri Ram or Lakshmi Devi, they are not acting. They become Sri Ram. They become Bhagwan Krishna. They become the Divine Mother. They are not acting. They become that. So when you see the characters in the Ram Leela, throughout our country, so many different groups are doing Ram Leela and Krishna Leela, and so many times you see Bhagwan Shiva dress up also with. Those people think they're acting. But Bhagwan Shiva comes in the character and he functions on the Ram Leela ground. And all the people who are there, who are looking on, they are experiencing the Leela of Bhagwan. Friends, that is the meaning of Manahi Devata. When we are able to see that, and when we are able to feel that, And when we are able to experience that, Manahi Devata, the God has come into our mind. The God has become our mind. Our mind becomes Bhagwan. Go back to chapter 10 of the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagwan Krishna says, Indriyanam Manaschasmi. He says, among all the Indriyas, I am the mind. And here the bhajan is very simple bhajan, very popular bhajan. It says, Manahi Devata, Manahi Ishwar. Bhagwan and that divine Shakti and Mother is the mind in the mind. Bhaiya Bobby, every second of the rest of your life in this world and that of your Dulahin and your family, I pray that may that type of Shakti and that type of energy manifest through your mind. When that happens, you feel, when that happens, you get the final answer to the question. You get the final answer to the question that are being asked. मन ही देवता मन ही ईश्वर मन से बड़ा ना कोई. मन उजियारा जब जब फैले जग उजियारा होई. Don't let, just recently we had a lot of the Sahara dust flying across our country, So you tell the doctors and everybody saying, wear mask if you can't stand the dust. And for those who are wheezing, make sure and have your medication and you prepare yourself. So when the dust comes, you don't allow. Bhaiya Krish? When the Sahara dust comes, you must have your nebulizer ready so that you don't wheeze. When the Sahara dust comes, you must have your little mask, dust mask, over your nose and mouth, so that you don't inhale that dust to protect yourself and your lungs, etc. How come the dust of ignorance is blowing all the time and we don't put on the mask of knowledge to protect ourselves from this Sahara ignorance? Sahara means Sahara dust. Sahara means huge. That's the literal meaning of the word. But my friends, how come we don't protect ourselves? How come we allow ourselves to become victim? Why don't we have the nebulizer or what you call the respirator or whatever you use when you are wheezing, God forbid, the Symbicort, whatever. And you take that medication so that the passage of air will open and you will not be what you call stifling for air or for oxygen. Why do we allow ourselves to stifle for knowledge? Why do we allow ignorance to stifle us and keep us in a corner in our home, in depression, in anxiety, in worries? Why do we allow the negativities of society to destroy us? Why aren't we not bigger than that? Why aren't we not more powerful? Annapurna hoi jagapala. She gives us food. She gives us health. She gives us courage. She gives us everything. She gives us strength. Tumahi adi sundari bala. O Ma, you are the sustainer of the world and you are the most beautiful and young. In terms of your age, you are never old. You never advance in age. You remain one age. O Devi Ma, Jagadamba. Therefore, for this reason, Ma, we bow to you. For you are indeed selfless. You are indeed selfless, and you are indeed, O Divine Mother, all-powerful. Therefore, we glorify you, we sing your praises, we chant your name, and we bow to you, Ma, forever and evermore. For you are that embodiment of peace and tranquility. In this way, my friends, the Divine Mother, the name of the Divine Mother, this bhajan says the name of Sri Ram is the only truth, and so the name of God or the Divine Mother is that truth which will forever protect us in this world. And so once we are able to lift ourselves in this way, my friends, where we experience that type of divinity, mothers, sisters and daughters and wives tonight, I want you to see yourself as Devi Ma. I want you to see yourself as Kali Ma. I want you to see yourself as Annapurna Devi. I want you to experience that divinity and value who you are. Value who you are. And when you value yourself and you are honored and worshipped, then you see this beautiful murti the family have. And this Devi Ma came to their home yesterday, and they are going to also have her placed in a beautiful mandir where devotees will go and worship her. And the point I want to make is, we have to lift Devi Ma from the murti and keep her in our home. In the form of the wife, in the form of the mother, in the form of the daughter, in the form of the sister. That is Man hi devata, man hi Ishwar, man mein bada na koi. My friends, in that way the mind becomes the tool to worship and experience that form of divinity. And once we are able to achieve this, we are developing spiritually. We are developing spiritually. Friends, it's not about just doing a puja. Develop spiritually. It's not just about offering a lota of jal. Develop spiritually. Find out, take a few moments and find out the meaning of this lota of jal you are going to offer. The lota represents your mind filled with bhakti. And what do flowers represent? What do flowers represent? If the lota represents your mind and the water represents bhakti, what does the flower represent? Didi? Didi? Bhaiya Bobby just gave you flowers? He don't give you any flowers for your birthday and for your wedding anniversary. Oh, Bhagwan, Bobby ji. What kind of janjat is this for? Well, his age and his group of people, they would not give flowers on things. It's a younger generation will give son a bouquet of flowers, and so not getting Bobby in trouble. The younger generation will send flowers and they say, I love you, and when your birthday comes, a nice bouquet comes to your home, and things like that. But in our culture, this lota that we offer with jal, you put the flowers that represents love. Flower represents love. What does the tulsi represent? Tulsi represents purity. Tulsi is always pure. If you feel unclean, like when you go to the cemetery and you go to the cremation site and stuff, they say you should not drink water until you shower when you come from the cemetery or the cremation ground. And if you can't do that, take some water and sprinkle it over you and eat a tulsi leaf. Become pure again. I see snow cone and things selling now by the creek now here. Snow cone selling, just you get doubles and things too if you want. Not only that, people walking with their car trunk full with stuff. I don't know what I'll show you now, Persad. Car trunk full, and you're going down by the creek and watch the funeral and stuff, and now they're drinking and eating anything. No problem. Friends, I'm not telling anybody, don't do what you feel like doing. Do it. But always remember, everything we do has a consequence. Everything we do has a consequence. And when impure things are done, the result will also be impure. The result, sometimes we do certain things and it brings negative effect to us. So if we understand that the creek or the cemetery is unclean and it's an unclean place, you shouldn't eat, etc. Some people may say, Baba, I'm a diabetic and I have to eat something. Then no problem, Bhagwan won't kill you. Take some water, sprinkle it over your head, pray, and then eat. But the point I want to make is, the car trunk part is a different story. But nevertheless, my friends, Tumas Sansara Shakti like Kinha. Remember, if we want to develop ourselves and we want to spiritually rise, we have to take these principles from the scriptures and apply it in our lives. And in that way, we unfold. In that way, we become blissful. In that way, we become happy. In that way, we become powerful. And this is what I wish for all of us tonight and for the rest of this week, as we go deeper and deeper into the Devi Puran, the Devi Chalisa, and the glories of the Divine Mother. This is where I will conclude tonight. Prem se boliye Jagadamba Devi Mata ki jai.